Due to the ignorance of our host, parental discretion is advised.
Welcome back to the other side of the Beehive, episode 129. It's your weekly, boys.
Yay!
Dude, I was thinking about this. If we meet up with Chance again, what are we gonna have him say? I was thinking coming at you from the Beehive studios to make that shit,
Coming
official.
at you live from the Beehive. And then we can say, oh, but we're not live.
You know
Don't
what?
do it live. Yeah, but it sounds better if we do it live.
We're not live. This is not live. I missed that thing, dude.
I do too.
Dude, you know what? You know what I was told? Not to mention one name. Bruce Banner does that shit for, like you give him $100 and he gives you a voiceover.
Bruce Banner.
Yeah, not Bruce Banner. That's Hulk.
Bruce Buffer.
Bruce Buffer.
Yeah.
I was talking about Hulk. Yeah, Hulk. So,
I think it's more than $100
smash.
though.
He told me 100.
Bruce Buffer told you $100?
No, not he told me.
Oh,
That's the person who told me.
Like, wow, man.
But I'm like, dude, how cool would it be for a MMA podcast?
Dude,
Brought to
we
you-
are live, coming to you from the Salt Lake City studios.
It is talking, and he's like talks about you.
It's time.
I wonder if he can say that kind of stuff because that's what he.
Of course he did. He has that trademark.
No, I know, but I wonder if you have to pay for that. But what if he says no? I'll give you some, but it's not gonna be.
I've heard some of his like happy birthday ones, and he does quite a few of them.
Yeah, cameo.
And like introductions. I don't think I've heard a podcast one, but that would be fucking bitching.
I'm telling you, dude. Better jump because we said it on the hundreds of thousands of people to listen to this podcast.
Oh,
You better jump on that.
Dude.
You
We
jump on top of that.
Got the gears turning now, bud.
I mean,
He's such a fucking stud. You ever seen him with his shirt off?
what if you say, give me a video and I want you to scream my name and scream the name of my podcast, but also I want you to be doing the splits.
With your shirt off. He looks like a fucking hot dog, basically. He's got that skin.
It looks like
Bruce Buffer shirtless. God, I love your search
This is
engine.
gonna mess up my search engine.
Ah, fuck it. Look at that guy right there. Yep. That's the one with the two chicks. Look at that stud.
God damn, dude.
He's
Dad bod.
You can give me that dad bod anytime.
oh
dude.
yeah, dude. Look at him.
You fucking kidding me? I'll say it again. If I had abs or if I was skinny, I would mow my lawn shirtless. No questions asked.
If we had bodies like that, somebody else would mow our lawns. Let's be real. Because that would mean we
No,
were
I'll
motivated.
And I'll put like my Bluetooth speaker and I put that, oh yeah.
Boom, boom.
And you know what it says? It says check your car. Check out your car.
Check out your car.
Yeah. Check your car. That's what it says. Check out your car.
Oh, I thought it was like check out your car, like this cologne, Jacquard Noir.
But that's what it
your
says.
car.
But dude, imagine him saying the intro.
That would be pretty cool.
Right? I wonder how it works though. Like you basically pay him and say, this is what I want you to say. But going back to, this podcast no one listens to, I was talking about what can we have Chance say. So I was like, coming from the Beehive Studios, from the hub, from the
Yeah.
Utah Arts Alliance hub. People call it hub, but it's the Utah Arts Alliance building.
Why do they call it the hub?
I don't know. They call where the wife works. They call the hub.
The hub?
Yeah. I'm like, where do you work? In the office? No, the hub. So
I don't have to think about it. I like the one that he does. I love the warning at the beginning.
oh yeah, for sure. No, that won't stay. We'll just say it again, but it's say like a little longer one.
Yeah, you have to talk to him.
Yeah. Kind of want to have him.
Yeah, he ought to come.
Yeah. Just like with the excuse, we do like a 20-minute episode with them. Oh, by the way, can you do this before you leave?
Right? That's great.
Look, dude.
Some more flashy pink shoes.
Polka dots, dude. You know what? I
She
got him, and
wore
I'm
an
like,
itsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow polka or pink polka pink polka dot Nike.
sneakies. Yeah, another ones that I get, and I'm like, oh, I didn't know they were gonna be that pink. All of a sudden, that's all I've been buying.
It's just pink, huh?
Yeah. Now the other ones that I have, the ones I haven't posted, those are the most comfortable shoes
Are they?
I've ever worn in my entire life. But yeah, dude, my mom is all, how much money are you spending on these? I'm like,
Angel?
I'm like, you don't worry about it. Mom.
Yeah. I need to ask you something.
What?
How much money are you spending on these shoes?
Mom, don't worry about that.
You know I'm getting old, right?
What does that mean?
Because I'm worried you're going to put me into some shitty home when I can't wipe my own ass.
Yeah. I was like, Mom, you have your own home. Dude, I'm going to put it out here. We're thinking about having a...
Kid? Nice. Congratulations.
Yeah,
Give him a
dude.
fucking
Yeah. I was thinking about... we're thinking about having a... what do you call it? Airbnb back home.
Oh, no shit.
Maybe once I sell the house.
That would be dope.
Somebody, another podcaster, I'll tell you who later. She was like, oh, you're looking for
Oh, I know who.
investors?
Yeah,
and
I
I
know
said, we kind of want to keep it family.
I kind of want to invest in myself.
Yeah, no shit. Like, we kind of...
You look like you're doing fine.
We've
Thank
been
you
here
very
for
much.
20 years. It's about time we're successful.
Well, you have the in to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds like, I think the way we've talked, you have like a cousin. Or
Yeah, cousins selling lots
that
and shit.
sells lots, and you have people that could maintain it. I'm sure you have landscapers that would take care of it out there.
Yeah, yeah.
Do they have zero scaping out there?
No,
Or do they have grass?
No, they have both.
Do they?
Yeah.
I just wondered because it's probably hot. It's hot as fuck down there, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's hot as fuck, but it was 113 this week over there.
Damn. Can I?
But also like, what do you call it? Not muggy. What do you call it?
Yeah, muggy. Humid.
Humid.
Yeah, muggy.
Muggy.
Yeah, that's the bro science terms. Muggy.
That's why it's like, well, humid is scientifically correct, but for the Beehive, it's muggy.
It's muggy.
That's what our listeners are gonna learn. They're gonna find out.
The definition: it's all balls stick to your legs.
Dude,
Yo, I want to bitch about the weather for a minute, right?
Ooh.
Now it's been hot, right?
Yeah.
Why? And maybe it's just where I'm at. Why the fuck does it rain every night for 10, 15 minutes?
You know what's funny? So you've been having rain many days?
Every night.
Really?
Every fucking night. And here's what pisses me off is we wash the truck. And then it rains that shit, dirt, fucking nasty ass. Obviously, we have all the smoke in the valley from the fucking fires from wherever else. But it's this disgusting fucking shit rain. And it does, like, if it's going to rain, rain.
Yeah.
Let's rain. I'm fine with that. This
Rain,
10
go
minutes
away.
worth of fucking rain to just make everything dirty, I'm getting tired of.
Yeah. Well,
I looked at the weather. It's a 35% chance all week. And it's because of when it hits the after everybody's at home, nobody's at work anymore, right? Then it fucking rains. It's like rain during the day or rain all fucking day.
right during the day. Send me home. No, but I yesterday that I was here for some studio business. I was like, should I ride my bike? Maybe I should ride my bike. It's a nice day, you know. And then I look at the window and it's dark as a motherfucker coming from the west.
Yep.
And then I came here. It didn't rain at all. I go back, dry as a bone. I go to work today, and everything is muddy.
The rain there, huh?
And I was like, yeah, and you're talking about, I'm like a couple miles away from the job site.
Right.
Maybe 3 miles, a couple threes. And yeah, I didn't get any rain. But you say you begin rain every day?
Every night, I swear to God. And even if it's not when I'm
it's
away.
like your own sprinklers.
Oh, those motherfuckers, they fucking put water spots on everything. And I have out of control old 50s fucking sprinkler system in it. That's all galvanized
The metal
pipes
ones?
and the metal ones that stick up. They're hard to find, man.
Yeah.
They're hard as fuck to find. You know, when we hit them with the lawnmower, it fucks them up. So you got to replace them. But I swear to God, that's all I do is replace those metal ones, and they're getting hard as fuck to find.
Did you see what Zach's doing in his house?
Yeah. He's got like
crazy?
a greenhouse.
Yeah.
Digging like a legit
Like he
greenhouse.
dug out a whole pit,
Yeah.
put whatever pipes are
That galvanized, or not galvanized, that corrugated,
corrugated
pipe.
pipe. And they were doing it by hand, dude.
Yeah, fuck that. He's
you
way
see
more
that time lapse?
motivated.
They're just bringing it. They're wheeling it with the wheelbarrow. They're bringing the dirt in,
fuck,
and then his
man.
girlfriend's so you can see it, and I'm like, damn, this is gonna take forever.
Doesn't he work for a construction company?
Works for us. Speaking of this, let me thread lightly here. I didn't get in trouble, but I posted a picture from work, and I guess it's against company policy. You guys have the same?
No. It just depends on what you're doing.
Yeah.
Because obviously, if you're working on something, if you're standing and the machinery's doing what it's doing,
Yeah.
and you're not occupied doing
yeah.
something else, then it's not a hazard, and then they don't care. But we also were not, and I know why you got in trouble, because I remember the rules when I worked at Company One.
Now, but so here's my thing. I took the photo. So we did this whole board yesterday. It went smoother as a motherfucker. And I took the photo before we even started. Like there was nothing in the air. It was all just park waiting. And I took the photo because you could see how long the pipe we're gonna put in, right? And this whole time, I'm like, even the day before, I'm like, it'll be cool to document this. That I could just bring like a camera or something. We post it here, and we just basically see the whole pipe. 'Cause
time
it took
lapse?
us. Yeah, it took us. I mean, it took us all day, 8+ hours, to put about 1,800 feet. And I'm like, this would be cool. So I took the photo, I posted it, and then my boss came to me and he goes, "So you can do that." I'm like, all right. But I'm thinking, I actually had a conversation with him today, and I said, well, here's the thing. I posted it because it's not like I was digging. It's not like I was busy. Like we were all waiting for the green light to start. And you don't see any logos. You don't see, it's not like someone had a fuck up and I took a photo. But I was like, but when he told me, I was like, all right, whatever. So I took it down. But I went home and I started thinking about this. And here's my thinking. Ever since we're dealing with this podcasting, you and I both know, all three of us know, everything here is about social media and how active you are on social media and the content. And it's always like, one after the other. I don't know if you noticed, we've been busier on the page here and there, even on my own personal one. And so if I happen to be a kid looking for a job, I'm not gonna get first of all, I'm not gonna go into my social media and start following construction companies.
Right.
I'm not gonna do that. Right. So if you ask me, if I happen to go to the website, I don't want to see a picture that is doctored with brand new vests, brand new hard hats,
Right.
and like holding plans and like pointing at something like we're about to launch.
Guys that look like they've never worked a day of construction in their life.
Like we're about to launch a rocket,
Right.
and I was like, I don't really, I don't want to see that. Like I want to see what's going on. And posting pictures like that, people that know me say, oh yeah, what you're doing is cool. And then
Right.
that's what might spike their interest, I think.
No, I get what you're saying.
And so I was I was talking to somebody, and then it's like I see what you're saying, and it's not about a bad argument. It just happens to be against the thing.
Policy, right?
And I was like, I wonder why, because I was like, this is. I told him, I says, we do cool things here, but for the people that don't know us, you say, oh, I do construction. For all they know, we frame houses.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But it just it needs that. And I said, even if I don't do it, but if we had a person that's like their title to catch some good moments with sweaty people, with like dirt in your nails and shit, and making this happen, like, oh, maybe set up because I was like, even somebody, one of my buddies is like, oh, do you have a tripod? I'm like, yeah, I have like 3 tripods.
Yo,
that we
look
can
at
use.
this
I'm like,
motherfucker. Of
fuck,
course
dude,
I have a
check
tripod.
this out.
Look at this piece.
And I did the Michael Jackson. I'm like, yeah, dude, look at this. but I was like, yeah, dude, we could just set it over here. We just let it run all day. And
Do you follow my company twos?
no.
We do that all the time. We have.
But you have a team.
They're very, and that's true. We do have a team, but obviously it's a lot bigger of a company, more broad, right? But their social media is every day.
Yeah.
They're always posting shit on, we did this, we won this, we did this project, this was this day, and they always have cool drone shots.
Dude, maybe that's my call, dude. To go over there and do some shit.
We won't
Can
even
you imagine? I'm like, I'm like in the red zone. Like, you get the fuck out of the way. I'm like fucking taking the shot. Pipes going by me. Machines, heavy loads.
look like one of those back scenes of a porno fucking dude. That's got shooting over the guy's shoulder while he's getting fucking head. I gotcha.
Dude, have you ever seen porno bloopers?
Yes. Those are the greatest.
Have you
The
seen
one where the money shot hits the dude?
right in his face, right in his mouth? Oh my god, dude, it's so funny. So, oh shit, quit, stop. And the guys go, what
do you want me to do?
He's so, it's in my mouth.
Dude, the best ones are the girls that throw up.
Or they're banging him like doggy style, and then it slips and it goes into the other cave.
They do a high-speed lane change. I've coined that fucking phrase, by the way.
Nice, dude. It's coming at you straight from fucking J_Sim68.
Episode 129, high-speed lane change.
High-speed lane change, dude. Yeah, I was a little bummed because I've taken a couple cool things and then I can't post them.
So, I don't think they would freak out in my work about that. I do not think they would freak out. Obviously, you can't post it on their site.
Yeah.
But on your site, that we are huge into spread the word.
Yeah.
If there's something cool happening, get it on, because maybe that might spark somebody's interest.
exactly.
Like, God, that looks fun.
That's what I'm thinking, dude.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
Because, we talked about this before. There's people that came and took pictures of us, but they want us to do certain things.
Yeah.
They want us to like, oh, let's do that. And it's like, yeah, but that doesn't really happen on a regular day.
Right.
A welder's not going to go like this and like shake his head, go like, in slow motion, put it back on, and then walk by the camera. I was so bummed, dude. It was a cool pic. And
How long was it up for before you pulled it
for
off?
like 15 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, my boss came up to me and he's walking towards me and he's doing this. I'm like, what's going on?
You're all checking your zipper.
I must be a stalker because I saw the picture, so I must be stalking you on Instagram.
But it's like I said, dude, it was a cool pic. But I'm like, okay, I'll get rid of it.
You still have it?
Yeah, I think I erased it, but I do have it. But I'm telling you, dude, it was like, this is not that bad. We'll post it on our page.
Yeah, we'll post it. Dude, that's a long one.
Pause.
I think it looks great. I don't see anything wrong with it. Everybody's got safety glasses on. Well, this asshole's playing on his phone.
So is the guy taking a photo.
There's a problem right there. Let me see this one. Good camera, by the way.
Dude, guess what I did yesterday?
That dude's picking his nose.
That's DK.
Oh, okay.
Guess who's in that Traco?
Who?
My son, Steve-O. I got to work with him yesterday.
Oh,
That's so
Steve-O.
nice, all fat and shit. I'm like, what happened to you? He's like, I become an operator, he said. I'm like, yeah, that'll happen.
No, that's too bad, man.
Yeah. But I was like, we're missing opportunities here. I did say, I'm like, we because the way it got brought up to me is like, oh, some people saw it. And I'm like, okay. So I thought that we were going to have a little tiny meeting this morning. And I was like, oh, I bet everybody's going to be there. And I was just the dude. I was reciting everything in my head of what I was going to say. And no, there was nobody there. But later on, I talked to the guy that I spoke with. And I said, dude, I'm
no harm, no foul.
Yeah. But I said, look, as soon as you told me, it was off.
Yeah, just trying to show what the cool stuff that
Exactly.
I do.
And I said, and I told him, I says, we do cool things around here, but no one gets to see it.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm not going to be like, oh, because we have had some, not tragic, but like things that, we have fuck ups. You know, I'm not going to take a picture of that. But anyway, I thought it was cool, but whatever.
I'm sorry.
There was this guy that came up and working for the drill company, and he parked across the street from where we were at, and he's driving a badass green Audi. And I started looking at the car, and I said, I was thinking, remember that episode when I said, "There's not a car out there that calls my attention"? I can see me in an Audi.
I drive an Audi. Audis are badass. Like even just an A4, but
See,
an
everybody
A6.
keeps giving me numbers. I'm like, I don't know what that means.
I drive
I don't pay. But this one was so cool looking. And I said, and he was a greenhorn. It was a greenhorn hat.
Look up a 2021 A6.
And I said, how do I?
Black. Look at that bad motherfucker.
See, look at that second one.
Look at that.
They're
I drive
expensive,
an
man.
Audi. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But that was my thing, dude, because I saw him and I said, I was like, how does a greenhorn afford that? And someone told me, oh, his wife makes the big bucks.
No, get him a
Like,
sugar
yeah.
mama, huh?
Or you see me in an Audi. Am I saying that right? Audi.
Yeah.
Or a BMW.
Yeah, I've always wanted a BMW, but I feel like that's the go-to for
Now,
somebody
are
that
you a
wants
douche
to.
for having a BMW?
That's what I'm saying. I think that's the go-to. Like everybody
For
that wants to
douchiness?
step into those kind of European cars gets a BMW.
Yeah. Because it's not like
Like an M5. Oh my god, dude!
really
Look that one up right there.
BMW.
BMW
M5.
M5.
That's BMX.
That red one right there. Get the fuck out of town. Look at that
Damn,
fucking car, dude. Fast as fuck, too.
Is it really?
Oh, dude. I think it's got a V8 in it.
That is so good looking, dude. And it's just a regular car. It's not. Now, is that considered a sports car?
It's a sports sedan.
Okay, because now that I'm buying shoes like that, I mean,
Right? You need the pink fucking-
Exactly. I can't just get out of my fucking 3500 Ram, all covered in dirt, and then I get out with my brand new sneaks.
Oh, there's something to say for that. It's you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, but I think like sometimes like I'm actually meeting with a couple of people tomorrow about this whole house thing that we're doing, and they want to go to this restaurant so we all used to work together, and we want to go to this restaurant of this lady that used to work with us, and her husband started this restaurant in Sugar House. And ever since they told me, let's meet and see so and so, I'm like, all right, cool. And all I can think of is like, my truck ain't gonna go in the parking lot.
Yeah, I always think about that. Anytime you got to go somewhere where you know it's a restaurant,
Especially
or
Sugar House,
downtown
dude.
or Sugar House, you're like, well, shit.
Dude, when I
I'm
did,
walking for a while, right?
when I did Dress Español during the week, I'm like,
It was impossible to
it was
find parking, right?
impossible to park. I had to pay,
Yeah.
and paying for parking lot in the downtown.
Credit check.
Yeah, I was like, I had to give him my mortgage. Fucking.
Do you want to see what gets my dick hard? Like
No, do we?
well, I mean, your search engine
He's so
kind of.
he's so mandingo.
Your search engine may fucking show it anyway. Like a 2017 GT3 RS.
See, I like that. I like the fact that you're not going 2021. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
that's gonna be
RS.
super expensive.
Woo, doggy.
God damn, Justin Schaub.
I've always wanted a white one, but I don't want one with stickers and shit on it like that.
that
A white
Herbie?
or a black one.
Herbie.
There you go.
Damn, dude.
One day, I'm telling you
Now,
guys.
hold on. How much is that?
You can get one of those, like an RS, like a 17, $180,000.
Jesus Christ, dude, that's a house. The most expensive.
Well, that's the most expensive.
Just go to shopping in the top.
Yeah, because they're gonna have it.
I'll bet they will.
Yeah, they do. There you go.
They're right
dude.
there.
Oh, there you go. $5,400.
Yeah, those aren't.
Those are stickers.
Yeah, those are stickers. Those are posters.
Even the damn, look at this black. Damn, dude.
Like,
Yeah,
Rogan has like a 2013 GT3 RS, and it's fucking.
Can you shop change the
top
color of
notch.
his?
Oh, I didn't know that. I knew we had the green one. It's called Britain Green, British Green.
I can't.
He had a purple
Yeah.
GT3 RS, but he bought. So the GT3 is different from the GT2. The GT2 is the track ready. That's the. I mean,
Yeah.
we're talking real money at
Yeah.
that point, like $250,000 car. But it's made for the track, roll cage.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
It's legit.
Now, is it a waste of? Is it a waste of? I don't know. I don't know if I should call that a waste of money, but is it a waste of car to have the? If you are able to afford that, is it a waste of car having it in the city?
The thing about it now, if you were talking like we're talking Audis or we're talking BMWs, completely different story from a Porsche. They say the Porsche is one of the cars that you can buy that will never depreciate in value.
Yeah.
Porsches always hold their value no matter what. You can almost buy it. Don't put a fucking gazillion miles on it.
Yeah.
You can turn around and sell it for what you paid for it, if not more.
No, but I mean like buying.
Absolutely not. Good gas mileage.
Yeah.
Small car to get around town in.
Yeah.
If you're driving through the city, it's the perfect car. If you like to have something fast. Now, if you're going, I think if you were like out in the country areas or places like that where you're worried about rough roads, but in the city, that's a perfect car to have.
But the fact that it has that much power, and by the way, I got a big old zit in the top of my nose.
Can't
Hurts
even
like
see
a
it until you point it out.
motherfucker.
Now I can see it. It looks like you have a cowboy belt buckle
Got one of these
on your fucking.
polka dots right on my fucking nostril. No, I was just wondering, having that much power and that much speed, the fact that you can't just open it and just fucking, you can't just send it.
How
Dude,
often?
I fucking
How often?
hate that, by the way.
How often do you get on the freeway? Ooh, imagine getting on the freeway in one of those. Woo!
Late at night.
Tectonic, fucking shifting as fast as you can shift it. Hell yes.
Dude, going to Martin when I was working there, every time I took that road, I was like, dude, this on a fast car.
Oh yeah.
Dude, on a fast car. I don't know.
I don't know that song, or I would help you out.
It's Tracy Chapman.
Fast car.
Tracy, do you know what?
Oh yeah. Dreads.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Best. By the way, I thought it was a guy when I first heard that song.
I thought he was a country singer when you just told me. Tracy Chapman.
Yeah, no. She's the. See, I go he. She's the one that sings. I love this song. Give me one reason to stay here,
Oh yeah.
and I'll turn her back around.
She's a good guitar player too.
Yeah, dude. Mm-hmm. Well, there goes
Yo,
those two songs
she
for the list.
she's aged there, bud.
Oh yeah, dude.
Give me one reason to stay here.
Love that song.
That
dude.
is a good song.
I love that.
I haven't heard
song.
that song forever.
Yeah, dude. But anyway, speaking of Shab, how did you think the Fight Companion went?
So I listened to it Monday morning on my way to work, and then when I sat at my desk, I listened to the rest of it.
Did you watch the fight?
I did watch the fight. There was a lot of talking over. There was a lot of conversations happening, two conversations at the same time that drives me fucking AWOL. But it was all right. I liked the... I'm a huge Josh Thompson fan. Always fucking loved Josh Thompson. In fact,
That's the one with the podcast?
one of the he's with Big John McCarthy. One of the greatest knockouts in UFC history was Josh Thompson.
Wait, he fought?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
He kicked fucking Nate Diaz. He's the only guy to knock out Nate Diaz. Type in when you're done over there socializing there, bud. You know you're in the middle of a podcast here, bud.
Sorry, I was looking at something else.
Oh, okay. Tracy Chapman, shirtless. Josh Thompson. Nate Diaz. Now we won't be able to.
Yeah, you probably just leave this for us.
The Punk. I would go up to the one that it shows. Yeah, there you go.
Hyundai Santa Fe versus Subaru Outback.
Well, there you go.
Santa Fe has, and what Outback doesn't. Hyundai Santa Fe wins every
You see
time.
how Brian gets nervous. So where's the
Searching.
volume? Goddamn it! I got
Now
like
I
3
would
volumes.
fast forward.
Yeah, that's the whole fight. Oh no, it's
No, it's
that's him.
yeah.
Oh, damn. Oh,
Not yet.
oh, he's still out.
Not yet. There you go.
Damn.
The Punk, dude.
That's his name.
He's a. Oh, there you go.
There it is.
Boom. Boom. Oh yeah.
2 on the way down, dude.
He is one of the head coaches, one of the main managers over at AKA.
Yeah.
People that have come out of AKA. Oh, Cain Vasquez. Daniel Cormier.
Damn.
You ever heard of a guy named Khabib Nurmagomedov?
Yeah.
Never heard of him.
See that towel go in?
Yeah.
Just corner through the
Oh,
towel in.
damn.
Yeah.
They made his Nick's official, right?
They made what?
Nick's fight official.
Yes.
When?
He's going to be on that 266 card as a co-main event. 5-round fight, which gets my dick hard. That's my dude. That's my fucking dude.
Dude, I've been I'm low key. I said that I wasn't gonna say it anymore on the community thing, but I've been inviting people to go to Sue's on the 7th. Because last time we were there was like 7 podcasts there, and this time, Mariah from the Salties, she says she's going. She put it on the calendar. She says I'm there. Amanda Weaver says she's gonna go. And usually the guys that follow the fights, you know, like the main guy, you know,
Yeah.
the main guy, the DJ,
That guy.
and Dalton. I told the OGs last night, so I think we should make it happen. I told.
Is that
I
tomorrow?
told Will
You're
Martin.
talking about tomorrow's fight?
7th
Oh, the 7th. Oh, okay.
for Derek Lewis and Amanda Nunez. Do you send me? What about that picture you sent me today of Misha Tate?
I wonder if you could find it. Dude, after 5 years done,
Yeah.
right? That's a long time.
Yeah.
5 years done. 2 kids later, she looks right down there. Go down. It's the first one yet, right there in the green.
He's like, got it and go somewhere else.
It doesn't show.
Dude, there's so look at her with the bikini.
I'm excited,
There's
dude. I'm
something about
excited.
her that makes her. She's not the cutest
I think she's beautiful.
for me, but it's something. She's fucking. Look at like that photo right there on the right, big
Yeah.
one. She's so hot, and obviously she seems like she's ready to fucking
Her, dude. Yeah.
destroyed.
Look at that. She's never been that ripped.
Really?
She's always been, she's been in shape, but she's always had kind of the carrying a little bit of weight. She has trained her ass off for this one, dude. I'm excited.
Now, is this her final
No.
at the UFC?
No, she was retired
Yeah.
for 5 years. She went over and worked for One Championship as one of their. She did commentating. She did fight analysis. She was big in One Championship, and then the pandemic.
Yeah.
She was stuck in. It's a company. Fuck, I can't remember the name of it. Overseas.
Yeah. Did you watch the episode with of her on the fighting a kid?
I did. Yeah, I did. Singapore. That's right. She was in Singapore, locked down, and she just said that was just kind of what changed my mind, not being able to do anything, and I got the itch for fighting, and I'm excited for her.
So this is when?
Tomorrow.
Oh, she's fine. That's free, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
It's a free fight.
that's nice. What about the? I know we're talking about fights, but it's been over a week. The fights that back in the Korean War. What do you think?
About the main event.
Talk to me, yeah, dude. Of course.
So I did a podcast with Dre.
Yeah.
I kind of gave my side of it, kind of a little breakdown. For about 40 seconds, Connor looked good.
Yeah.
Looked really good. Looked good and fluent. Was moving around really well. Kicks. He was staying out of range. From that point, I thought, oh, we might have something here. And then Dustin said, no more of this shit.
Yeah.
And took it to him.
Hold my salsa.
And took it to him the rest of the round, right? Connor got his ass beat.
Yeah.
Got his ass beat that whole fucking round. When they pulled up the judge scorecards, one judge was a 10-9. The other ones were 10-8 rounds because he almost got finished quite a few times. He took a lot of damage. I'm going to say it here. I don't want to see a fourth fight.
Yeah.
I don't want to see it. No, I'm done. I understand the leg break. Kind of a shitty way for the fight to end. Connor's best case scenario in that deal right there. Other than winning, that was his best case scenario because now he has there's the what if, right?
Yeah.
Because when he fought Chad Mendez beat the shit out of him for the first round. Connor came back in the second round and TKO'd him. So there's always the what if for all the McGregor fans, but he got his ass beat.
Yeah.
He got his ass beat the first fight.
Now, do you think the leg snapped before?
He said, did you guys watch that video of him cruising around on this rascal?
Yeah.
So, my fucking legs. I have fucking stretch fractures in my legs. And if that's true, okay, I get it.
Yeah.
And the fact they didn't pull out of the fight, you got to kind of give him a little bit on that. But
because it makes sense though, because he just kicked and then he was standing on the leg.
Did you see Dustin point?
Then he. No, I didn't.
You didn't see Dustin point to that? He kicked him in the thigh, and Dustin went.
Really?
Dustin saw something. If you look up Conor McGregor, Dustin Poirier, I wonder how you would say that, like points to leg break. Well, you're all over the place there, bud. It's good. It's good that you do it because me, I'm way worse.
You'll be like, click, click. Can you type like?
I'm getting better now that I'm on a computer. I'm getting
fast,
a lot better.
But two
Go to
fingers.
images. I love having Brian here.
Hell yeah.
That one right. Second one. Look at him.
Ooh.
He had just
look at
kicked
his
it.
face, dude.
Yeah, he's all.
We
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
I'm like you. He's like you know.
Something hurt, bud.
Damn, dude.
And guys, ooh, yeah, there you go. And guys know. Guys have been doing that. Yeah. He knew something fucking. He's like, ooh, that one hurt you, didn't it?
So so here's my thing. Obviously, I don't know. I never fought, but I mean, none of us have. But do you as Dustin, do you feel it break?
I think he felt Dustin may have had his leg really tight.
Yeah.
And he felt that one hurt you more than it hurt me. I think that's what it was. Yeah.
Because, like I said...
Because it didn't break at the time.
Yeah, because it seemed like he just went back and all of a sudden the leg is like, I'm done. All right, I'm going to head out.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it's like, broken leg.
During the fight when Connor pulled guard on that guillotine, that was desperation right there. Yeah, that was desperation. And as much as he says, I was working on my back.
Yeah.
I was piecing him up from the bottom. I was giving him the elbows and the up kicks. He had a couple good up kicks there, but that was desperation. Like, oh shit, this is not going the way we thought it was gonna go.
I thought it was funny that Rogan went and sat down with him.
I know.
Have you tried DMT?
That was one of the greatest ones. And we had a few of them.
Because I
That
can
one when he's sitting in the chair,
I can
chilling.
because I can hear him say it. It's like, what? My leg is broken. I can't get up. And he's like, that's what did he say? That sucks, man.
That sucks, man. Have you ever tried DMT?
I can hear fucking. Yo, I wonder if Rogan gets these.
I'm sure he does.
it's like,
I'm
holy
sure that he's
fuck,
got friends that are
fucking
like, dude, check
internet-
this one
internet
out.
is undefeated, dude. What about so the only one that you were wrong was on Wonderboy,
Yeah,
right?
I went 4 for 5 on my picks.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Now, when you do this with like the stuff that you, by the way, I will say I'm excited what you and Dre did.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen
I'm-
every UFC.
I'm pumped about that because I this is how I learn from the fights is from you guys. I don't really, I mean, I follow it, but I don't know history and names and shit. But the when you guys do your picks, obviously you just go from the main cards. You don't go prelims, right?
Yeah.
'Cause that's
Yeah.
a waste of time.
You know, we could go prelims. I'm thinking when we do it, we pick one good fight that's gonna be the banger on the prelims or the early card.
Something like that.
And then just do the main card picks because I mean we went an hour
Yeah,
and we kind of shuffled through them pretty quick. But
I'm excited, dude.
I'll tell you this.
With you and him, and then Brian and his pod, dude.
I'll tell you this. It's no secret between you guys that my dream coming into this was starting my own MMA podcast, right? And I have a journal that I write ideas and certain things that when this does happen, I want to be fully invested. I don't want to I know the game plan going into it. So doing that and then the response that I got from quite a few people has kind of lit the fire.
Hell yeah, dude.
So I'm gonna be honest. It's gonna happen sooner
Yeah.
than later now.
Hell yeah.
Because now I'm excited about it.
Yeah.
Because when I went there, there's times on the podcast where I go, wow, what do we talk about? And you're very good at keeping the conversation going. I still have to work on that a little bit, but you're really good at keeping the flow, and I can riff off of you.
Yeah.
That's what makes this special, right? But when I went to sit down with Dre, it was like,
But because you fucking mastered
yeah, that's
the
my
subject.
shit,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
That's my shit. I always have something to say about it, and the fact that we have information at our fingertips to help us along,
Yeah.
is kind of a deal. But I loved it.
Yeah.
I had a blast.
Now it was just there wasn't video, right?
No, it's just audio.
And you guys were googling shit too.
Like as we were talking, like,
Yeah.
hey, remember when so and so fought
Yeah, yeah,
so and so, and we kind of
Yeah.
went back and forth, and we look up things, and we'd go off track a little
Yeah,
bit,
yeah.
talk about another fighter, but we stayed pretty focused on the main event and everything that we were talking about. But Dre's like you. Dre has a knack for being able to keep the conversation rolling,
Yeah.
even when there was times where we were pausing and
Yeah.
in between things. He's got the same thing, and I hope that we keep it going. He says every UFC, let's do this, and I'm game. I mean, it's 4 minutes away
Yeah.
from my house. It's like a no-brainer, and
Yeah.
he does them early enough that I can just wake up, get cleaned up, and go out the house.
And
And so-
yeah, and I like the fact that because of the way it works out, you guys are doing it because I did Dress Espanol with him in the morning, and it was after I thought about it, I'm like, oh, no wonder why he was acting a little suspicious because every time he goes, because I asked him, so what do you got going on today? So we were wrapping up, and he goes, oh, I gotta go to my studio, and I said, oh, you're gonna do you match you win, and he goes, nope, and that's all he said. Like he didn't say, no, I'm gonna do this. He's like, nope, and then he's like, I was like, all right, whatever. And then next thing I know, I remember you said, I'm like, oh, that's right. I was like, I mean, it's not like I was gonna say, can I go? You know what I mean? Like that has nothing to do with me.
the
But I
hardest,
loved it.
The hardest part for me was to do this podcast. The idea I have in my head was I have to do it on my own.
Yeah.
And I have a hard time to sit in front of a camera and nobody there and just go on my own. So I always hoped I would find somebody along the way that had the same interests that I did. And obviously Dre's got his thing going on with everything.
His things.
Everything.
Yeah.
So to get that little glimpse of I have a guy that
Hashtag millionaire.
has right that has as much interest in it as I do to be able to make something like that.
Yeah.
Really got the fucking blood flow.
I'm excited, dude.
Yeah.
I loved it. I love it. I was in the job site. I listened to it. I was taking a shit. And
Nice.
I loved it, dude. I was like, those are my boys. Those are my guys.
As you're watching the spider in the corner, right?
But yeah, so just Wonder Boy, right?
Yeah, that's the only one I got wrong. And maybe I went into that fight kind of, you know, when you have a favor for a fighter, and I love Wonder Boy. He's just so technical, and maybe it's because he's such a nice guy outside that I really cling to him. It's like Dustin. That's why I love Dustin, because he's such a good human being, and he's such a fucking dog inside
I saw a
the cage.
post of him today. He got that.
He got the chain.
He got the chain.
Yeah, he got
from
the
Jake-
necklace, and
from
so
Jake
he's
Logan.
going to put it up for auction, and it's
not
all
Jake
go-
Logan,
it's
Jake
all
Paul.
it's all going to go to his charity. I'll bet it pulls in
it
some
was
good
pretty
money.
Cool, yeah.
So
I read that and I'm like, I wonder if Jake's like, what the fuck?
no, I'm sure. You know,
When it comes to that kind of money,
can
they're
I
like,
say this?
No, dude, you're good.
I'm kind of on the fucking.
You're starting to like him.
I'm kind of on the train a
kinda
little bit.
like
I'm
it.
I'm
You
standing at the
fucking
station.
sellout.
I'm standing at the station. I have a ticket in my hand. I'm like, do I stay or do I go? Should I stay or should I go now?
Now, will he change? Will everything change if Willie beats the shit out of him?
It depends. It depends on if he beats him. It depends on how he beats him, and it depends on how he acts after he beats him.
Yeah.
Dre made a great point on that podcast. He says, and I threw it out the window until I sat and thought about it. If you listen to the episode, I was like, oh, it kind of makes sense now. Connor needs to fight that motherfucker now. How big would that be?
Was it you guys that were saying, or did I hear this on another podcast? It's maybe it was either you or maybe it was Josh Wolf, a fighter and a kid. Somebody was thinking that maybe when I'm hoping it was you guys, when he sold the gin, is it gin? Whiskey. When he sold the whiskey,
It was the fighter and the kid. You heard this on.
okay, so but that makes sense though.
So he's contractually obligated to fight so many
because
times.
that's what sells.
Now, because when I don't know if anybody else noticed, Proper 12 logo in the octagon, right? So obviously they have a deal with the UFC, so Dana White's hands are in the whole thing as well. It makes sense that you sell your shares, but under contract you're still the face of the company, right?
Yeah.
Because Proper 12 is the logo on the front of his tattoo. Proper 12 is where Connor grew up. It's all Connor based still. So he's still going to be the face of that company. I'm sure he does really fucking well. But it makes sense that he has to fight so many times and promote.
It makes sense that as an investor, let's just say I'm an investor and you fight, and they're like, oh, okay, yeah, you sell me this, but let's have you keep fighting.
Right.
So that's what sells the whiskey.
It makes sense.
Especially if it wins.
You know who came up with that theory?
Who?
Schultz.
Did he?
Yeah. He's the one that brought it up to Schaub. Makes sense.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's what he said. Yeah.
No, it makes sense.
He pointed this. I actually thought that Greg Hardy was going to be for a lot longer.
Well, should we do a shoey?
In
tied to Ivasa's fucking honor?
You want
ready to do a shoey?
Let's go. He's got the new ones.
Yeah, but it's going in my mouth. What does that mean? I want to give you my other one? You're out of your mind.
You're
We're
really
doing a shoey?
You're really gonna
What are you going to do? You going to give me yours? I'll do it from yours.
Well, of course you would. I have the cleanest fucking. I have habitually clean.
Everybody's got to do their own shoe.
I soak my feet in rubbing alcohol when I fucking get home.
You want to do it? I'll do it.
No, because I have to. How am I gonna get home? I have a wet shoe.
Well, we'll do it. You put it over there to dry.
It's not gonna dry that fast.
You brought it up and now you're not going to do it?
I was just bringing it up for shits and grins because we talked about it. We talked about it.
What are you doing?
I gotta go possibly DJ.
Oh, you're playing. That's right. Fucking pussies, dude.
So, okay, but let me just ask you, are you going to let everybody spit in it?
No, I'll spit
That's
on my
how
own.
you know. Because if you're gonna do a real shoey, everybody has to spit in it.
Yeah, but if I'm doing it, you motherfuckers are doing it too. And that means I have to spit on your guys'.
Oh, see now.
So you just want to spit on mine?
No,
Yo.
I wouldn't even spit in my own. That freaks me the fuck out. Yo, did you see those shoes? Those dunks that he took the shoey in? Oh, dude. He had
One
the
with the fan on the
no, they were red and white dunks with the gold.
Oh, yeah.
They were badass.
Yeah.
They were badass.
That's so funny that he's walking out of the ring and everybody just giving him shoes.
That's why I was saying, I'm like, who do you ever remember that's drank a beer in the cage? Nobody. I don't remember it. And you're talking to a dude that's seen more fights than I've taken pisses in my life.
So we're not going to do it.
No.
Fuck, dude.
Maybe if I brought an extra shoe.
What were you gonna shoot Diet Coke out of it?
Well, yeah, there's no, I'll get one of those.
Those were expensive, man.
I got more.
Oh my god.
Angel's mom needs to call him right now.
I'm not going to do it.
Angel needs a phone call from his mom right now about.
God, a bunch of bitches.
Bacterial infections.
Dude, I bit Kobe, bro. Kobe?
Kobe. Kobe. Yo, did you guys see Kobe's wife was caught at an women's NBA game with none other than the man, ex-Jazz player too, Derek Fisher.
No, I didn't see that.
Really?
Yes, dude, yes.
Shout out to the Jazz for that shit.
Shout out to
Is she
Derek
cute,
Fisher.
though?
She's gorgeous.
But she's Latin, by the way. She's
Really?
Latina. Yeah, right?
I thought she was a like half Latin.
Vanessa Bryan.
You're saying no, Angel? Not that one. The one where it shows her titties and she's smiling. Yeah, come on. Never mind. She's got horse teeth.
That's what I was saying, dude.
Oh, she looks pretty hot in that. Yeah, that one right there. Oh, never mind. Yeah, never mind. She's got lips like a fucking 56 Chevy grill. She's still pretty. She's pretty
Latin,
hot.
isn't she?
She's pretty hot.
I think she's part Mexican.
I think she's rich. Derek Fisher's all, hey, no dumb shit.
She didn't just not cancel that Nike contract because she.
Did they still make Kobe shoes?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Do they?
They have to.
No, they don't. I don't think they do.
Oh,
but
really?
I think, which didn't
Black
she,
Mambas and stuff.
Oh, no shit.
imagine how much they're going for now.
Canceled.
Oh,
canceled the
yeah.
contract with Nike.
That's right. That's what I was,
Oh,
that's what-
really?
Ran out and she wouldn't
That's what I was going to
sign
say.
an extension.
Why?
Why?
would she? It's crazy.
Shows how rich she is, I guess.
That's true, though.
She had some. They were supposed to make a shoe for the daughter, and
Oh, that would have been badass.
she said no.
Gigi?
and-
Was that-
and then
was
they
that her
made
name?
And they made them anyways, and they got leaked. That they made 'em
Oh,
anyways
no way.
After the wife said no.
I mean, she can always sell the ring, right? Wasn't it like, I don't know how many millions of dollars.
$4 million pink fucking diamond?
Well, those guys have real estate. They have.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
No, they don't need to, but I thought it would be cool.
Wow.
Owning a fucking pair of Kobe's.
Yeah.
or having some.
What do they look like? I mean, can I see them?
What?
The Kobe shoes?
The Black Mambas?
The Black Mambas? The Gigi's? No, I don't have kids, dude. What would I want that for? God, what a... yeah, I'm set.
Those ones are dope. Yeah, those ones are dope.
I don't know.
So that did they not make very many
Do
of
they
them?
have one with polka dots?
Where's the pink ones?
Salmon.
So,
Those are cool.
those are pretty dope. Those are the ones I remember. Yeah, those are the ones.
So, $80, dude. Oh, they're for kids, huh?
Yeah.
They're for you to hang
Yeah,
from
they're
your...
ones I could wear.
They're from you. They're for you to hang from your rearview mirror.
You know what's
Oh, 10. Yeah, but it's gonna change the price.
Oh yeah. they're not real.
Did you listen to The Fighter and the Kid with Josh Wolf?
I haven't made it through the whole thing, but
Did you see when they were talking about shoes?
Yes, and he talked about his kids'
so
shoes.
Funny.
Those lobster
He bought
ones?
the red lobster. No, the red lobster. The lobster dunks. Lobster
Red
dunks. Sorry,
lobster.
I'm hungry. The lobster dunks. And it's so funny because he was like, "Yeah, my son said that he was gonna pay his plug $100 a month." And then he goes, he's gonna pay $100 to his plug for a few years, and he's like, well, "What do you mean?" And he goes, "Chin, pull that shit up."
Not
And
the purple
first
ones.
First ones. No,
Then-
go back. The ones on the top. Yep.
Did you hear how much those were? Look at that.
$4,700.
He's all, don't snoop through my shit.
And then he goes, "What?" And the shop goes, "Sorry, Jacob." But I don't understand what makes it so cool. Like,
Because there's not very many of them. There's not very many of them.
okay.
It's like Bugatti, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bugattis are millions of dollars, but they don't make a lot of them.
Huh.
So that's why they're, again, like a Porsche.
Like baseball cards.
Oh, yeah,
Well,
exactly.
because
Because there's not very many
they
of them,
don't have
right?
any more.
Right.
I was looking at some of the prices after the Doug thing.
After listening to my episode about when I got my dick sucked for a fucking baseball card.
To see how much some of my
Yeah, y'all wonder what this guy's got going on. I got a lot of baseball
Hey,
cards.
you got his number by any chance?
to find out what some of my old basketball and baseball cards.
Right.
I might be a millionaire. You might be looking at a millionaire. I don't know.
Well, make it happen first before we celebrate.
Yeah.
I don't
Because you
even
see,
understand
this
how it
card right here.
I don't even understand how it works anymore. But
Remember Beckett's?
yeah,
You remember the Beckett's?
Yeah, you look up your card.
Look up your cards. Every card you ever had was in the Beckett. And Beckett's came out like every couple of months. A new Beckett would come out. And it would have just a list of like tops, 1988, whatever. And it would have the whole list of the card. And you can go through mint condition, fair or bad. And it would have the exact what the card is worth. And there was a time when I was really into basketball cards. And I had like some Shaquille O'Neal rookie cards and stuff like that. When he was with Orlando. Shout out to Doug.
I still have those cards.
But I used to really was into the Beckett's and trying to sell cards. But I mean, you saw a card, you're like, oh, it's worth $8. And at 12 years old, you're like, oh my God, I have an $8 card, right?
You're a 49er. Did you hear what happened to
Yeah.
Richard Sherman?
You know what? So me and Quinn had a conversation about this. And
Oh, yeah, he's a Niner, huh?
we had the same feelings on it. When he was with Seattle, I hated that motherfucker.
Same as the wife.
I hated that motherfucker. So when he came to the Niners, I cringed and I was like, well, now I have to like him.
Especially when they won the Super Bowl,
Right.
and he went on because he was trying to shake someone's hand,
Yep.
and they slap it away, and then he went on the camera. He was like, "Why you want to treat me like shit or whatever? I'm the best one." I was like, "Damn, fuck that guy." But then all of a sudden he, I mean, I liked him when he came to, because same for me. He's one of those guys that I go, I don't necessarily like the Seahawks, but I know that guy's good.
Yeah.
And then he came to the 49ers. I'm like, that's gonna be cool.
He was kind of washed up by then, though.
Yeah. Well, he got hurt too,
Yeah.
but
So,
sad.
and then what? Burglary,
Yeah.
domestic violence. I mean, I won't say what Quinn said,
Yeah.
but I agreed with him fully.
Fucking Queen posts way too much shit. What? He sends me all kinds of.
He does me too.
I'm like, where the fuck do you get this from? Friends. I told him
Friends.
that he sent me a Snapchat or whatever. And he was just chilling doing a test or whatever. And I said, he's been talking about doing a podcast. And I said, why don't you just do a podcast? Why don't you just create while you're there by yourself?
Yeah.
And I was talking to him, and I convinced him, and he posted some on his own page, and he posted a little story, and I'm like, dude, here's what's cool about it is every single person that it's in the line of work that you're in has traveled all over the world doing that kind of job, and everybody's gonna have because he was talking, he said a story about him almost shitting himself, and I said every single person that you work with, I guarantee you has one of those stories.
Has that same story.
Has a story about life and death.
Yep.
You know, and also, you know, good things that they've worked on here and there. I'm like, you should. And he's like, oh, we'll see. And it's always the same. It's the same. He's like, I just don't talk too much. I'm like, but you're starting. Mm-hmm. Like that's the, you know, it's like I told him, I said, dude, when we listen, but like when we hear people are like, oh yeah, I started listening to your first episodes, like Justin and I go, ugh.
Yep.
God damn.
Angel's like the dope man for podcasting.
Who?
The dope man.
Who is?
You are.
Why?
Because you're always pushing podcasting. You're like, come on,
Damn.
man. Just try it,
I do the
man.
same thing.
Everybody.
I do the
should
same
have.
thing when I
Come on,
talk
man.
to people.
Just do one.
Yeah, I do the
First
same
one's
thing when I
free.
talk to people, and they're like, "Man, I would really like to do," and then I put on the whole fucking salesman pitch. Like, why don't you?
I have a friend who's I've been asking him to come. He's a truck driver. I'm not gonna ask him again because I'm sick of getting turned down. But every now and then he's like walking his dog or whatever, and then he puts his camera on and sends it to me on Snapchat, and it's like, so check this out. This neighbor's over here. They're doing this and that. Meanwhile, this one's over here, and every time he sends me that shit, I always answer about great episode, and
Right.
I always tell him, you should put that shit on. How many fucking truck drivers are there?
And
And
I-
there's shows and everything.
I think people get intimidated because they see podcasts like.
Because they see us way at the top.
Not. You're right. You're right. No, because people see like an hour and a half podcast.
Yeah.
Your podcast doesn't need to be an hour and a half.
Yeah,
It could be
exactly.
15 minutes of you going on a rant or anything like that. It doesn't have to be long. And even if you wanted to, save all those rants that you have and put them into a fucking one episode. 2 or 3 good rants. Fill up a half hour. That's a good podcast right there.
Next thing I know, he does open on Sundays.
Motherfucker.
But no, I always tell, especially if it's people that we know.
Yeah.
Because there's already that interest, even though we don't know them.
Yeah.
Because like at this point, there's so many podcasts out there of people that I mean, like I said, Saturday we were watching the fights. People started showing up, and there was like 6 or 7 podcasts there. And there's some podcasts that I don't even follow because I haven't been, like I haven't been, like I listened to one episode and then I go, well, it was okay, but I haven't fully
Invested into all of them, right?
into sitting down. So, all right, let's listen to this. You know what I mean? And also, I have my local ones, and I have the ones that I basically look up to.
Right.
And did you hear the Rogan with Quentin Tarantino?
I did. It took me 3 or 4 days
Yeah,
to
yeah.
get through it.
Yeah.
But I did listen to it.
Harvey Weinstein. He's like, yeah, we all knew.
Right? He's like, but he said it perfect though. He
Yeah.
says, if you didn't know, you were blind to it.
Yeah.
But what we thought, he was just chasing the secretary
Yeah.
around the office,
Yeah.
right? So, some of the stories that he went into that involved Harvey
Yeah.
about the Kill Bill, where he was like, well, we have 4 hours worth of a movie. This is what we're going to do. And Harvey Weinstein talked him into doing a volume 1 and a volume 2, regardless of what the dude did as far as cinematic fucking history.
Yeah.
The dude had his hands in everything
Yeah.
gold, right? He knew who, what, where, and when. Yeah, it was a great episode.
Then he was talking about going to like some kind of a production company, and then right as they give you the tour or whatever, or people that just like barely starting to work there or whatever, there was a bed there and they knew what it was for. They're like,
Yeah.
oh, this is the bed. He says, oh, we will laugh, and then we'll just keep going. But that's exactly what it was. That's when it would get dirty.
But you'd be blind and stupid to say
Yeah.
that he was the only one that's doing that, right? I think he was maybe the one that pushed the limits a little bit more than everybody else.
Yeah.
But everybody in Hollywood's doing that kind of shit.
When I was working as a waiter with these people that I want to meet tomorrow, it was a private club for members only.
Ooh.
Rich people. That's all. It wasn't open for the public. It was just rich members.
Clubs, huh?
There was this guy that would show up, and according to the rumors here and there, because obviously I don't I don't really care, but I do remember seeing this guy because older guy. It's like if you saw a guy who spent his life driving trucks all over the country, you know, fat and like long hair, but like loosen it on the top, it's like mustache, kind of like a cowboy, like an old cowboy kind of guy.
You're explaining us in 10 years, right?
Yeah, exactly. But every time he showed up at the club, he had a dime piece with him, different one every time. And the rumor was that he had a model agency.
Oh,
But then
really?
but it turned out that every single one of these ladies was like
Escort.
an escort,
Yeah.
and he got kicked out.
Really?
Yeah. So imagine getting to that level. You start, you know, dealing with these people. I mean, basically elbow to elbow with all these amazing entrepreneurs and shit and this and that, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, you dirty fucking old man, get the fuck out of here. No finger bowls for you.
So
You know
that's for the visuals.
You know what's so funny? The my sister, you know how she moved out of town for work, and she's, you know, the most successful one of the family.
Yes.
So now there's an opportunity.
She doesn't have her own podcast, though.
No, she doesn't have a podcast. Yeah. So now they want her to have another position that will bring her back home.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But this smart bitch is like, as long as you guys pay me what I'm worth, then I'll go.
Right.
And in my head, I'm like, bitch, you're coming back home. But then I'm like, but I get it. That's why you're out there.
Yeah, I'm coming home. Good for her, man. That'd be awesome to have her come back home, right?
Yeah, especially.
When's the last time you seen her?
I want to say we had a Thanksgiving dinner with her like a week after Thanksgiving.
No.
That's the last time.
We're on the podcast. You just had to be successful.
Yeah, no shit.
Have
Huh?
that kind of stroke.
Speaking of successful people, shout out to Amanda Weaver.
You know what? Me, the kids, and the wife were walking out of Smith's,
Oh yeah,
and
saw her.
passes right past me. I'm like,
She's like, "This is my Smith."
I'm
I was like, "God
hey,
damn
hey,
it!"
hey, Amanda! And she just walks on by. I look at my wife. I'm like, that's Amanda. She's all, who the fuck is Amanda?
She's like, "Nobody."
Sorry. That was who the fuck is Amanda? I'm like, she was on the podcast. She's like, yeah, I don't listen to that shit. That's my wife.
He's like, "So what podcast?" I'm like,
But yeah, I saw her. I'm like, yeah, whatever.
She's probably like, "This is my Smith."
She was in her gym get up. And,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
She was with Dalton. Shout out to Dalton. Dalton's doing some great things, dude.
Awesome shit, dude. Awesome shit.
The Dalton's teaching people. I'm too dumb to learn, but he's teaching people.
He is, his intelligent level is like here.
Yeah.
And then there's the other side of the beehive. Like, you know, on the graph, there's a top and there's a bottom.
He did mention us on the with Amanda. He's like, I saw you at the Young OGs, and then I saw you at the other side of the beehive, and I was like, yes, that's right.
Do you get a little starstruck when you're listening to a podcast and they mention your name?
Yeah. That's one thing that DB and Buddha mentioned.
Yeah,
us.
they mentioned us. Yeah, shout out to those guys.
We don't know how to take it, but they mentioned us.
Yeah, shout out to those guys.
But again, shout out to Quinn. He's the one that because he actually listens to the Salties.
Yeah,
Becca, DB and Buddha, and every time they he was listening to you guys going on the UFC.
he was one of the ones that told me awesome episode.
There
dude.
you go.
Awesome shit. That gave me butterflies.
Hell yeah!
And then I beat off in the bathroom.
So he would just reading it.
over and over and over.
You
Just
put
go
it, he puts
on
it
repeat.
He puts it on a story. You just keep clicking back. But no, he every time someone mentioned us and all of those, they're like, "Hey, they're talking about you." I'm like, I guess I gotta listen.
I love the group that we've
That we've created.
I wouldn't say we creative. The group that we're involved in, we haven't created anything other than we put an extra.
We gave it a name.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Pretty
guess.
good. Pretty good. It's good. It's good there.
Oh, by the way, shout out to Will Wonder. I won the $30.
Shout out
Lucky bitch.
Douglas.
Oh, relax, dude.
Hey, you got
You call me
shoes.
lucky bitch, but then you write down you're a lucky bee. I'm like, what the fuck? Are we 16?
He said B.
No,
I call
he.
it a B word. And I don't. It's Will's pod. I don't know how.
But it's your page.
No, it's on. It was on his posted on his page.
Oh, he swears on his podcast.
Yeah, he swears.
So fuck him. I'm just kidding.
I like that guy.
He's a stud, dude.
I like that
We should
guy.
have him come back and just chill
We
with us.
should. We
Yeah.
should.
Will, come back. Bring us some shirts.
Yeah. Yo, you know what I want? One of them OG fucking shirts.
This one? Well, this is an old one.
Yeah. I couldn't rock that one though.
Why?
Cause I'm not a petty boy.
Oh, you're not?
No.
I mean, neither am I, but. Oh, dude, I rock this one. I rock IG. I had my IG was 622 yesterday. Mm-hmm. I rocked the radio station. I've had the hours, obviously. Theirs, the IGs. Wise Guys.
Mm-hmm.
Annie Leatherman is here tonight.
Who?
Annie Leatherman.
I don't know who that is.
She has a podcast now with Kalila.
Oh, okay.
It's called Bloodbath.
Bloodbath?
Yeah.
Wow.
She's friends with Whitney Cummings.
Oh, okay.
By the way, Whitney Cummings, she's like the female version of Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
Has a shit ton of money
She's
now.
a hustler.
She's a hustler.
Yeah, she's
Always
fucking
fucking
grinding
working.
at it, yep.
Saving fucking animals. Right before her show, they're doing like stitches on her finger and putting staples in her leg because she tried to stop two dogs from fighting and she fucking got the worst of it.
Wow.
Having everybody grab her titties when she does her shows. I don't know
Wow.
what happened when she was here.
Yeah,
she took her shirt off.
Yo, we didn't get that fucking.
She took her shirt off because the wife gave her a shirt.
Yeah.
So that was cool. What else? What are you doing this weekend? Nothing.
Here you go. Shout out to Curtis Simmons. It's his birthday today.
Oh, nice. Papa Sims.
Give him a round of applause
Yeah,
there, my
yeah.
friend. Yeah. 61.
Would you have him here?
He wouldn't do it.
Really?
He wouldn't.
Oh, yeah,
do
that's
it.
right.
No way would he do it. No way would he do it.
What if we have him like out of the shot? Just like this when we have him there.
And just a voice over there. We're just the whole time. We're just. Yeah, today's his birthday.
old is he?
Happy birthday, Pops. 61.
61.
61. He's 21 years older than me. And my mom's only 13 years older than me. Imagine that.
Really?
No, I'm just kidding.
I'm like, dude, my dumb ass. My brain is so. Oh, hold on. How long is that? That doesn't sound good.
So, I asked him, what are you doing for your birthday? And, my dad, he is the exact replica of me. He's like, nothing. Just going to sit at home. Keep to himself. Keep it cool. Keep it chill.
You gonna go see him?
So he's going to come down Sunday, which when this episode comes out will be yesterday. And I'm going to take him and his lady friend up, and we're going to go up in the side-by-side and go for a ride.
Oh, cool.
Up to the Bee, have a lunch, have some
3
beers.
of you, or the 4 of you?
The 4 of us.
Yeah.
We'll have grandma, the other grandma.
The other side of the grandma.
Yeah, watch the kids. So we're going to take him up and just kind of go bullshit for a little bit so I can get to see him on his birthday. But shout out to Pops, 61.
Yeah. It's hard when it's on a weekend, huh?
My mom.
Yeah.
So my mom's here now.
Yes, here now.
She's
a
she
local
got,
now.
She's got her house.
Yeah.
She's a
Oh,
local
yeah.
now.
She lives right next to Post Malone, yeah.
So no, get this one. So the neighborhood she moved into is, and I feel like a dumb fuck because I don't know his name, but she is neighbors with the head coach to Weber State football team. If that doesn't tell you what kind of neighborhood my mother lives in.
It's like, Mom, we get it, all right?
Type a Weber State football coach.
Really, huh? She's
Yeah.
like neighbors and shit, huh?
Yeah. Their house is pretty badass.
Is it?
Yeah, they got that. Jay Hill. There you go.
That is a handsome fella.
He's pretty handsome, huh?
Shitty team, but it's
So I'm talking to her husband, and he's like, So in Truckee, California, where they just
Lived.
moved from,
Yeah.
he was head coach of the Pop Warner football team.
Her husband?
Yeah, her husband
Yeah.
was the head coach of the Pop Warner football team in Truckee, California. And they have a really good football program there. And so he asked me, he's like, and I know he's being sarcastic. He's like, you think if I give him some coaching tips, he'll consider it? We'll become buddies. I'm like, you coach 13-year-olds.
He's like, yeah, sure. Let me be there when you do it.
Yeah. So I can bail you out. I'm like, yeah, so how about them Jazz, right?
It's like, excuse him, sir. Do you listen to podcasts, by the way?
Yeah. So it's good to have Mama home.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
that's good stuff.
She's all moved in and everything, huh?
Yeah, well, so the big trips that I made to haul everything over to the storage sheds that they
Yeah.
put everything in, they don't quite have everything over, so they got to move it a little bit at a time. They're going to redo the flooring in the house, so that's going to take some time, but they scored, man. They have a beautiful fucking house. I'm proud of them.
Nice.
I'm proud of them, them
So
kids.
cool, dude. Just the two of them.
Just the two of us.
We can make it if we try. I wanted to get to that. To where it's just my wife and I. But youngest daughter says, hey, watch me stay here.
Just the two of us and her. We can make
Holy
it.
shit. Speaking of this, I came home today and I see this fucking stupid fucking pigeon, right? And he's in the ground.
Always hanging out on the ground, huh?
Yeah. With his pants on, I bought him sneakers and shit.
He's got a pair of new dunks.
Yeah, but he's walking, and I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with that bird? And as I try to follow him, instead of just taking off flying, he starts to run. So he doesn't want to fly. And the whole entire time, he's like this.
He's cockeyed, huh?
Like he can't move his neck, and he's just like trying to walk and trying to get away from me. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with him? I cornered him. He tries to fly, hits the fucking ceiling,
Oh no!
lands on the the stepdad's fish tank. He's got the lid and everything, but it just stands there. To the point when she goes, "What the fuck was that?" And I'm like, "It's the bird." I'm like, "I don't know what's wrong with it." This fucking it's like sideways. I'm like, "You just get a sciatic nerve? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?" I'm like, "There's something wrong with him." And obviously because of the pants, sometimes he tries to scratch and he gets his I was gonna say paw, but no, his leg, his talon. He gets the stock and it's like he's doing the one leg bird, And
You
I'm
don't
like,
trim his nails?
they do, but they still have some.
Yeah,
You
oh,
can't
yeah,
just-
yeah.
And
don't cut
but
his
the
feet off.
legs were fine. It was what?
You don't cut his feet off. It just kind of lays there. You know those fucking penguin toys that just kind of they always tip up.
But I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this thing? So I picked it up, and then the stepdad is like, "Oh, I think it's his pants." And I'm like, "It's not his pants because his legs are hanging." And like, but he can't move his neck. So I gave it to her, and what he has done, so he usually stands like on top of the door or whatever, and he starts, what would you call it, picking himself? Like he starts cleaning it himself.
Yeah.
So he's basically just like cleaning his feathers or whatever. And I think he went through the pants and grabbed one string from the stitching and got caught.
And
there.
got it caught in there.
So he was like there, with his fucking mouth open, and he's like, he couldn't move. And all I can think of is like, how long
Has he been like that?
has he been like this?
Oh man, poor
And
bastard.
so I gave it to, obviously I gave it to the dots, and I'm like, hey, you figured it out. And then she goes, oh, you have sisters? I don't know how to do this. And I'm like, I got this. And I pulled out the knife. So coming from work,
Yeah,
butterfly knife.
butterfly knife.
And I
he's
go,
all. He's all. It's like a cholo calling.
and I go, and I cut it, and I slit his throat, right? And I was kidding. And no, and he's just like, I was like, oh,
As long as
saved
we
a
have
life.
talked about him on this podcast, what is his name?
Crawley.
Crawley. Mr. Crowley. Yo, badass.
But
So I have a friend. Shout out,
Oh,
Mr.
good for
Troy.
you, dude.
Yeah. Shout out, Mr. Troy World.
oh,
You
yeah,
met him.
Yeah.
He, his daughter has a dog, and they called him Crowley. And I asked him,
okay.
"Oh, that's awesome,
Yeah.
Mr. Crowley." She's like, "What are you talking about? Like, you didn't name it after the Aussie song?" It's like, no. I got it pointed out to me that that's an Aussie song, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's okay. Mr. Crowley, huh?
What did I think it's I want to say they pick up the name from a TV, like a geek TV show that the wife watches.
Really?
Yeah, Supernatural, I think.
Oh, so it wasn't the Aussie song, huh?
Oh.
That's probably where she got the name, too.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, it's Crawley.
good to know.
It's so funny that the wife comes into bed. Oh, not into bed. Like comes home because I left home, left work early today, so I got home and she wasn't there. And then she comes home and she's like, "Hey," and like Friday is like obviously we get home and we spend a little, a couple of hours, whatever,
Playing Twister and shit.
playing Twister naked. Mm-hmm. And then I come here to record and she, showers, gets dressed, and she goes to the club. She's a rapper, and she so she comes talks to me. She goes, looks at me and she goes, "Have you eaten?" And I go, "No, just I ate the, because she makes my lunch. I've said it before. So no, I ate the lunch late." And she goes, "Okay." She goes, "What time are you leaving?" I said, "I don't know, like around a little before 6 or maybe a little after 6. She goes, "Okay." Turns around, sees the bird. "Hey, papito, come here." I'm like, "You, what the fuck, man?" I'm like, "I'm the one that pays the bills in this motherfucker. He gets all the love."
You know, the fact that she's all like, "Are you hungry?"
Yeah.
You should be happy.
Yeah. It's like, "You hungry?" She throws me a bone. "Here, go eat it outside."
She's got the pigeon food. She's all,
And I lick my finger.
you get down on the ground, you're all,
Dude, this fucking bird, we were outside. I think I was dicking around with my bike, and she comes out to have a smoke. Who smokes in 2021? I don't know, but whatever. She comes out, and the bird comes out, right? This fucking bird, as much as I make fun of him, he's so fucking cool. He gets out, he's walking, and he sees the sun. Mm-hmm. This is around 5:30, 6 o'clock. There's a lot of shading in our house, but then he finds the sun, goes to where the sun is, turns around, and it spreads one wing. He's like
stretches out.
sunbathing.
Getting his vitamin
this
D.
fucking guy, dude. And then he turns around, cleans his wing a little bit, keeps walking, finds another spot he likes, kind of like a dog. You know what a dog walks around? Finds another spot, turns around so the sun is behind him, and it spreads the other wing.
Really?
Like, damn, dude. My favorite thing he does is like stays in the fucking. Just two things that he does that makes me go, "Aww."
The reasons why he's still alive, right?
Yeah. he goes on top of the door, and when he's been there for a while, then he starts doing this thing when he like kneels down, but like he hides his legs. Like the whole body takes over his legs. Mm-hmm. It's just like this. It's just like a little compacted thing like that, right? And then I fuck with him, and then he stands up. Every time I try to touch him, he tries to bite me, or he smacks me with his wing. I want to record this because I grab him and he goes, it is so fast. He goes, and I just saw a video. The wife sent me a reel from IG of this guy. He's in his roof, and he sees a bird in the corner. And he goes, "Hey, what's up, little buddy? How's it going?" And he goes, "Give me 5." But the bird is like defending himself, and he just goes,
You have to record that.
But he does that, and then all of a sudden he's like, while he's cleaning himself, he grabs one of his legs and it stretches, but he's standing like this, and he goes.
He's doing Pilates. He's doing Pilates.
And then when I'm laying in bed, it fucks my feet, and then he flies that way.
That picture you posted about your next tattoo.
Yeah,
He's a good looking bird.
he's a good looking dude.
pretty
When I
cool.
grab him, like I grab him in a way that he can't move. Then he goes, "All right, I'm fucked." And then I was like, "Look, when you start petting it, like you're talking about thousands of feathers, but they're so small. It's so smooth.
Yeah.
And he's just looking at you like. But then if I grab him to where he's got moved, like he bites. It doesn't hurt, but obviously he catches you.
Right.
You don't expect it. But yeah, that fucker. I walk by and he's at the end of the hallway. We have a closet that came with the house. And yeah,
You didn't buy that extra?
Well, I mean, we didn't put it
You
in
didn't
there.
go to IKEA? You're all, I'm looking for a closet.
and they open one door, and that's where all our towels are and shit.
Yeah.
And he just lays it. But that he takes that as this is my fucking home.
Right.
And so every time I hit the hallway to go into my room, which is the last door. And every time he sees me going, he starts getting pissed because he knows I want to fuck with him. As soon as I go to my room, I try to poke him. He goes, he hits me. I gotta
Snaps
record it.
back,
It's so fucking
bitch.
funny. I want to record it and put it on the page. So we get out of here.
What are we at? Yeah.
People are like, this motherfucker's
We're
not
all
taking.
out of beer, so
This motherfucker's
We
really-
are. We're out of beer.
Yeah.
beer, so that usually means it's time to go home, right?
No.
I mean, not for me, but I hear you.
It's closing time. Turn all on the lights and that fucking shitty song.
I know who I want to take me home. Dude, we should have done that song challenge last week because he didn't have to go.
Why don't we do it next week? Let's plan for it next week.
All right. Can we do it from here? Brian thinking. So I got to take care of my kid first, and
Born in the house, so that ain't it.
let's get out of here, huh? You can follow DJ Bob O'Brien on every single platform. Justin Simmons on Facebook. There's not a lot of action there, huh?
I posted something the other day.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
What'd you post?
When the fight got finalized for Nick Diaz, Robbie
that's
Lawler.
right. Okay, but then yeah, I did see it from you then. That's what I
Yeah,
was
I
talking
did. Nobody liked it. But that's why I don't post shit, because nobody likes anything I post. But it's all right.
about. It's content, dude.
Yeah,
Keep
well.
going, dude. Have you heard of Gary Vee? Do you know who Gary Vee is?
Yes, I do.
Here's my problem with Gary Vee. Before we go, I like the advice that he does when it comes to when he talks to you about these things. Is there's probably thousands of dollars in your house of things that you don't use anymore that you could sell.
Right.
That's one. When it comes to social media, he's like content.
Like pigeons and shit.
Yeah, like pigeon pants. These motherfuckers are like $40 a piece. Social media. It's like, don't worry who's watching. Don't worry how many followers. It's just content and it's constant. Just keep going. I'm good with that. When he starts going like, fuck your work. Don't work for those motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Quit your job and then do your thing. I'm like, not as easy though.
Yeah.
And when we had Eric and Sammy here, I think we were just talking on Messenger, and she was like, she mentioned, I love Gary Vee. I'm like, yeah, I do too. I follow him. And I started following his podcast, but it feels like his podcast is like, it's like an hour of different spots that he's been in put into 1 hour. And that
Right.
drives me nuts. But he's more of a, but like I say, but she's like, yeah, he convinced me to quit my job. I'm like, well,
how's that working out for you?
yeah, it's like,
What's the mortgage company think about that?
Anyway, you can find me on Ange Severa on Instagram and Angel Severa on Facebook. And one thing that I should start mentioning, I always forget, if you don't get enough of me, I get it. I do this segment with Dre on the on U92's website, and it's called No Hablo Dre Español. When I try to teach him Spanish, he's not doing good. So I need your help. But anyways, we're good?
We're good.
Until next time, take care of yourselves out there, and we will see you on the other side of the Beehive.
Ta-ta!